All right, so welcome to another video of speaking practice. Today, Miss Trúc is going to do her speaking practice. So let's do speaking part one first. So 127, lost and found. Thất lạc và được tìm thấy. So Miss Trúc, have you ever lost things?
Think that not only myself, many others lost things s- often. Maybe it's not about important things. Some random things in their house, such as a load or a small things that can be lost over time.
Mhm.
Yes.
And will you post on social media if you lose your item? Like, will you ask people to maybe find for you or something?
Oh, I'm not a person who show others my personal problems, especially lost some things is not uh too important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if you post something on social media, uh, it shows that be you want to be uh, noted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it's not my style.
Oh,
But
never my style. Either. If I lose something, I will probably try to find it. I will not put it online so other people will know. Oh my God.
yes,
So what will you do if you find something lost by others?
uh, if
Would
I
you just tell
know,
the police or maybe post it online so that people will know and come to you or something?
if I know that items belong to the particular persons, I
Mhm.
will give it to them.
I'll give it to them.
Give it to them. Yes, but if I don't know who is the owner of it.
Mhm.
I will give it to the security
Mhm.
of my company, because I think that if I find something lost, it usually uh, happened in my workplace. It is a public place that we need to find the responsible person, responsible uh, who are responsible for finding the persons who lost their items.
Who lose the item? Yeah.
Yes.
These days, some people they just a lot of people they lose the item, especially in public places. Like for example, in the gym, I have personally seen people losing their wallets, losing their phone, losing their personal items like blankets or towels in the gym, or maybe glasses in the gym. Sometimes people lose their jackets even on a bus or public places. So, do you report to the police when finding something lost by others, and why?
Hmm. Um, I think that the if that item is really important, just as such as personal identity, yes, I will give it to the police because I know that is really important to that person.
Mhm.
In some case, if I find some things in a public place,
Mhm.
and after that, I will give it to the responsible person. For For example, the receptions
Mhm.
or the securities. Yes, I think it's more um, convenient for people to do that than going to the police station.
Mhm. You know, that's a thing about police. People are often afraid of going to the police station, or reporting a crime, or reporting lost and stolen thing, So a lot of people they will not report to the police when they find something lost by others, but they will go
Yeah.
online and they will say that okay, I found something. If you want to get it back, you have to prove that you are the owner of those items. Phải minh chứng mình là cái chủ của những cái vật dụng đó chứ. They have to prove their ownership, or they have to prove minh chứng cái sự sở hữu của họ, prove their identity, and they have to prove that they were the owner of the lost items, something like that. All right, let's go to part two now. That's lost and found. Part two and three. 200 and 12. Describe a piece of good news that you heard about someone you are familiar with. Describe a piece of good news that you heard about someone you're familiar with. Miêu tả một cái mẫu tin tức, tin tốt về cái người mà mình quen mặt. Like for example, I hear that um, the person who I always buy food from, her daughter is getting married, for example. Cái cô bán hàng, cô bán đồ ăn ngoài ngõ, mình hay mua ủng hộ cổ thì con cổ sắp cưới hay something like that. You should say what the news was when you heard it, who that person is, and how you felt about it. And in part three, is it good to share something on social media? Cái câu này rất là vague, rất là chung chung. You have to think about the consequences with social media, because the thing you share on social media cannot be erased. There's something called internet footprint, dấu chân mình để lại trên mạng, dấu chân hay là dấu vết để lại trên mạng, because there will be always a way to find out, what you posted online. So people often vent. They often vent. It means try to talk about their struggles or difficulties or feelings online. That's called venting. Con người từ xả ra, nói cho nó hết, cho nó đã đi, xong một hồi bị dính hậu quả. Okay, people often vent online about this feeling, the difficulty, the struggle, whatever. Is it good? Or is it good to share the pictures of your children online? Not really, because there's a risk of being kidnapped. Nguy cơ bị bắt cóc, tống tiền. There's a risk of being kidnapped. So that's why people don't often share things on social media about their children in the West, but in Asia a lot. Next question. How does social media help people access information? Easy, you can do it. What kind of good news do people often share in the community? I think it's easy for you too. Should the media only publish good news? How about bad news? How about like news about natural disasters? News about criminals? News about social policies? Often it's not easy to talk about them. Like taxes, thuế má các thứ, tin về những chính sách quốc gia vân vân, toàn những thứ người ta không, nó nghiêm trọng, những cái thứ mà nó nghiêm túc nhưng người ta không thích nghe lắm, you know. Should I do that? Only publish good news. Do most people like to share good news with others? Or do people like to hear good news from their friends? Okay, you have some time to think. Okay, Mr. Can you describe a piece of good news that you heard about someone you're familiar with? Remember, news is uncountable now, okay? Nhớ từ đó không đếm được nha. So we use a piece of good news or pieces of news now.
Okay. I would like to mention a piece of good news that I heard about my close friend. I remember that it's about 2 months ago. I heard for have wonderful news from my best friend. She and her boyfriends will be getting married next January next
January,
year.
in January.
In January,
January âm đầu.
Jan, Jan, January next year. This is truly great news. Because they were supposed to have their wedding 3 years ago, but it had to be delayed after her father passed away. It is a custom in our countries, so she had to accept that, and that's why until now they can do their blend. We've been friends for a very long time. So as soon as I heard this, I feel so happy for her. Mm, You know, at the same time, I was also a little worried since the time before the Lunar New Year's is usually quite busy. So from now until that time, I had to blend my time carefully to to have to appear at her weddings because I have to travel for about 5 to 6 hours to her hometown. It's quite far away. But but absolutely, I will be here for her. I will be there for her because she's my best friend, and I love to see her happy. Yes.
All right, so let's go to part 3 now. So it's good to share something on social media. This is a very vague question. You should expand it into different ways, you know.
I think it depends on context. It's okay for people to share some things on social media. Is their price, the right? Yes. And I appreciate people who share their positive message on social media that others can see it, and it's make their days. It can make their days. Yes, but some people usually share their negative thoughts or something that's too personal, and it's not the proper ways for people to show their privacy online. It can lead to some bad consequence. For the first, for the first thing, if you share some negative thoughts, it can influence other emotions. Can make them feel negative too, or your personal uh, informations, such
Remember,
as
never share that. Never share personal information online, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
For example, when people uh, travel, they usually are informed informed where they are, or the real situations um of their home, for their friends, for their colleagues, and it's not good for them at all, because their privacy can be leaked. And when there's scammers, or there's are people who are evils, that want
People
to
are evil or with evil
uh,
intent, you know.
you-
There's a lot of people with
this
evil
evil
intent.
intense.
Dự
Yeah.
định xấu, dự định rất là hiểm ác. Những người cái tâm rất ác, people with evil intent, they can use those information against you.
Mhm.
And of course, those I have seen people who was scammed left and right because they share those personal information online, you know. Or scammers can use AI because you share your face, your pictures online. Scammers can use those pictures to put in the AI, so they will produce like fake videos in order to blackmail your parents or loved ones. Nó gọi là tống tiền đó, tống tiền cha mẹ hoặc là những người thân yêu của bạn. Blackmail, cái mail màu đen á, tức là nó một cái kiểu mà cái cách nói ngày xưa á, tống tiền. They can use fake videos created by AI to blackmail your parents or loved ones. You know, these things are happening right now, you know, a lot online. Okay, so let's go to the next question. How does social media help people access information? Access information.
Social media helps people access information uh, instantly and from anywhere. News spreads very quickly, so uh, users can stay updated with current events in real times. So it allows people to follow uh, organizations' official sources directly. Furthermore, social media often makes information easier to understand through videos, podcasts, or image. However, not all information online is reliable. Yes, the ways people access informations from official resources uh, are ways that truly important to uh, verify the informations they see, and they use. Social media is a powerful tool for accessing knowledge, because it's convenient and very fast.
Mhm. It's very convenient, it's very fast. Now you can have the artificial intelligence You can ask it anything, they will find the information you seek, but of course, it's not too reliable. You have to check the sources, you know.
Yes.
However, if you use AI to produce like stories or to produce exercises, it's actually reliable enough, I think.
Hmm.
Okay, so what kind of good news do people often share in the community? This is not about online, okay? This is not about social media. This question can be like face-to-face communication, that people look at each other, they see each other in, let's say, a gathering. So, what kind of good news do people often share in the community?
I believe that people uh, often share their happy happiness in the community as weddings, graduations, or the birth of a baby. And they also like to share career achievements because because in communities, good news might also uh, include something that can easily to share in public. Something is not to privacy, is not to private. Some people share stories of others about their kindness, like helping our neighbors or supporting the poor, or even even directly or online to press the positive informations. And I appreciate to spread joy and encourage others as through
To
good
spread
news.
joy and encourage other. Yeah,
Yes, good news always brings a sense of unity and happiness in the
a sense of
community.
unity. Very good. A sense of unity, cảm giác mà đoàn kết. Mhm. I think so too. Um, yeah, I when I got on the newspaper like last month, I shared on the group of my community, and a lot of people they congratulated me, I think. Yeah, it makes people feel better because there's a lot of negativity online these days, you know. We need
Yes.
good news. Okay, so should the media only publish good news? What do you think?
I'm not sure that the media should only publish good news or not. Mm, I think social media is a platform that inform persons uh, news and current events, which are necessary to be informed. So, whether it's good or not, it is important to know, um, just as policies of the governments, us, us, the news of wars in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's necessary to know, even though it's not good at all for people. For example, uh, it feels like pollutions or poverty couldn't be addressed if they were never reported. It's not a good news, but it's important to aware. Of course, I believe the media should balance negative reports with inspiring stories. Um, it imagines that people uh, turn on their televisions and only watch the negative stories, negative news. That's disaster
Disaster.
disasters.
Seriously, it's
Yes,
disaster, you know.
that's why people stay informed without feeling too overwhelmed when the news are balanced between good and bad news.
Mhm. Right, I see. Yeah, there should be a balance between good and bad news because if there are too many good news, there should be like a false sense of what's it called? Utopia. You know the word utopia, right?
Utopia.
Cái vùng đất mà gọi là tối thượng, vùng đất hứa. There's a false sense of utopia. It means what I mean is that people think that everything is lovely, everything is great. They don't need to pay attention, don't need to be careful, you know. Tạo cảm giác ảo là mọi thứ nó đều hoàn hảo á. Nếu mà mình có good news hoài chẳng hạn, nó sẽ nguy hiểm lắm nha, tại vì người ta sẽ bị lừa hơn.
Yeah.
Or if there's more bad news, people will have, like, let's say they will have a very negative look on
Yes.
life. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's also bad too. There should be a
Yeah.
balance, you know. Now, do most people like to share good news with others or not?
Mm.
You know, it depends, but um, I have seen personally some people who only like to complain that they are poor, you know. They are afraid to share good news because they are afraid that other people will be envious, you know, and they will try to harm them. Nhiều người sợ là share good news xong cái họ bị ganh tị, xong bị gây hại chẳng hạn, you know, bị người ta hãm hại chẳng hạn, trong báo cáo. It's a weird psychology, you know, it's a weird mindset.
Oh, maybe I'm a person who quite um, thinks a lot or overthinking. Yes, I think that most people like to share good news with others, but it's not always good to share with anyone. You know, it depends on the person who you share. If that person is your beloved one, it's totally good to share your good news because they are care of your opinions, your feelings.
Hmm.
They absolutely support and appreciate what you achieve. But if you share with a wrong people,
With
for
the
example,
wrong people, you share
but
with
to,
the wrong
with
people.
the wrong people, they can see that they can see it as you are boasting.
Đang boasting, đang xào xạo.
They, uh, as you that you just want to show off.
Mhm.
Yes, and they start and it can raise selfishness in their mind.
Mhm.
You know, uh, if you, I usually think that many people
Yes.
just just show a part of their good news, not total. To in moderations to, oh yes, you share your good news with others, uh, and that's just enough, not too much. A part of it is enough for a choiceness.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right. So, do people like to hear good news from their friends? You know, it depends on like what kind of people. if they already are not good people, they don't like to hear good news from their friend because they're envious, you know. Có nhiều người cái tính ganh tị, họ không thích nghe good news từ bạn bè đâu nha. You know, like it depends on what you're talking about,
Mm.
like who you're talking to, you know. But generally, I do think that people like to hear good news from their friends, I think.
I still believe that people usually love hearing good news from their friends. Good news make people feel connected and involved in each other's lives. They feel that they are important to know that someone's are happy or not. Hearing positive updates also be very encourage, encouraging, especially during hardships. It serves as a light in the end of the tunnel.
Mhm.
Sometimes
The
when you
light at the end of a tunnel.
yes, sometimes when you feel bad, you feel blue, and your emotions uh your emotions are unstable.
Mhm.
If there's something new that's good enough for raise raise your mood, even it's not for yourself, it's about others. It also creates opportunities to separate and spend quality time together.
Very good to spend quality time together, yeah. Nó có
So
cái lý
I
do, nếu mà có good news thì đương nhiên họ sẽ có cơ hội spend quality time với nhau chứ. You know, there's
yeah,
like a good news can be a start for friends to celebrate and spend quality time together. You're right. Perfect. Okay, so let's do one more, I think. Okay, 202 now. That's over. Um, not so sure that we have done these things. I'm looking for, let's just say, okay, we did this one also. Let's do 224. Describe an interesting decision that you and your friend made together. An interesting decision. You should say what a decision was. So it should be like a decision that is unconventional. Nó nên là một cái decision mà nó không có mang tính gọi là nó hơi bị khác người á. Unconventional. It means that something that people would not normally do. Một điều mà nó hơi khác người chút xíu. So what that decision was, who made it, why you and your friend made that decision, and how you felt about it. Okay, thinking time. All right, can you describe an interesting decision that you and your friend made together?
yes, I would I would like to introduce time uh,
Hmm.
uh, a time when I and my friends made an interesting decisions together. I remember that at that time we decided to ride a motorbike
Mhm.
for about 8 hours from Ho Chi Minh City
Hmm.
to the farthest part of Đồng Nai,
The furthest part.
farthest part of Đồng Nai province.
Province.
Đồng
Em bị
Nai
em bị
province.
dính cái từ province hoài quá.
Đồng
Province.
of Đồng Nai province, in order to attend the wedding of one of our close friends from our final years at university. Uh, it's so a long time ago. It was not an easy choice, but we both agreed to do it because we wanted to save the money we could have um, otherwise spent on traveling or transportations. Instead of that, we thought it would be more meaningful to use that money to buy our friends a better wedding gift.
Mhm.
Yes, after discussing carefully, we decided on a small gold bracelet, which we believed would be both valuable and memorable for such special occasions. Yes. So we we asked with try to balance between attending the wedding and showing our love and support for our friends. Until now, even though the trip was long and exhausting, I
Exhausting,
is
exhausting.
and exhausting, it turned out to be one of the most memorable experiences in our life.
Mhm. All right, good. It's good that you find it memorable. Sometimes you make unconventional or interesting decision and you remember it. Those memories are what made life worth living because life is boring. Anyway, I think we should stop here. I'm a bit tired now. Okay, so um, Thursday speaking.